All right, well, firstly, I want to thank you guys really much for giving me the opportunity to present here tonight. I must admit, when Luke first offered it to me, I thought, this is going to be one hell of a whiteboarding session, but he wouldn't put up the whiskey. So we're just going to have to go old school and go with PowerPoints and step through this process. All right, so firstly, there's a workbook on your table. If we can just grab that workbook and we're going to step through a couple of things. Now, our job, is this microphone, everyone can hear me cool, loud and clear? All right. So our job today is to get super excited about 2024. And I'm talking about super, super excited. And I want us all grinning like this kid up on the screen here because I think that's just a gorgeous slide. All right. But I want to challenge you on this first. So we're going to be here tonight. We're going to be getting really excited about 2024. But tomorrow won't feel like tonight. When we get to our office tomorrow, this clicker's not working. The phones will be going. This clicker, I had this problem last year when I was doing this and I had to point. So maybe something to do with my slides. But anyway, tomorrow won't feel like tonight. We'll get to our office, the phones will be smashing, someone's going to have called in sick, and this urgent job's going to hit, and what we go through tonight is just going to be what happened tonight, and tomorrow's a different day. True or true? All right, we all live it. We all understand it. So I like to think it's a trap. So today's plan, what we work on tonight, is going to get undone by tomorrow's realities. So what I want to focus on is in 30 minutes' time, if I keep this on track, I'm going to put up a QR code to make sure, and the purpose behind this QR code is to make sure that you have not only the plan that we unpack tonight, but we have action steps to make today's opportunity we're going to unpack, tomorrow's reality. So in 30 minutes' time, I'm going to show you something. So we all okay with that? Yeah. All right. So, crafting your 2024 story. The story in our head, what goes on, that little voice, those things that go on through our head, they govern our attitudes. Our attitudes directly relate to the results that we achieve, both in our personal lives and in our business lives as well. So these stories, they often explain any given situation. You know, we'll have, it went up because this thing happened, or it went down because blah, blah, blah. We have these stories that go on inside our head. So stories reveal attitudes. They're basically the same thing. The stories inside our head, they reveal the attitudes that we then apply to our day-to-day. The key point is, stories can change. And that's what we're going to have a look at today. Sorry, I'm holding my hand up like this. It just seems to be working better. I feel like a bit of a teapot. It's like... All right. All right. Okay. So new stories create new possibilities. And that's what we're working on today. So to influence our results, it relies on telling ourselves a plausible new story, a positive, plausible new story. Come on, let's go. So that means we must look at our own stories. And that's what we're going to have a look at tonight. So would it be okay to do an exercise where we're going to look at the story we have for the year ahead? That's the end game for tonight. Is that okay? Mm-hmm. All right. So time to write a plausible story about how this year will turn out. And this is going to be a lot of interaction around the tables. I am going to ask for some shares. I'm going to, really try and get the networking buzz going within this environment. So the story, chapter 1, looking back at last year. So looking back at 2023, it was what? We're going to look at this exercise. And this is the one and only time. Like, I've got a couple of clients here. I always tell my clients, do not touch your phone. Turn it off. Turn it upside down. I do not want to see it while we're working through our session. But now, I want everyone to pull out their phones. And we're going to go and have a look in our photo libraries. And I want you to look at December 2023, all the way back to January 2023, last year, obviously. I don't know why I had to work that out. And every time you see a photo that makes you smile, it might be a personal moment, it might be something that you absolutely smashed at work and you took a photo of it, I want you to scroll back through these photos and I want you to write them in the workbook, capture them, draw them, put something in there to give purpose to it. Why did it make you smile? So I'm going to give you some time to do this. What I do want each of you to do, while you're sitting around the table, looking at each other, going through your phones, if you see someone else at your table suddenly start to smile, ask them, what is it? What are you smiling at? What's really cool? This is a really awesome process to go through. So I'm going to give you some time to do this. Okay, so we're going to have to keep moving. So just a quick question for everyone. Who enjoyed that experience? It's a really interesting process to go through. So one of the reasons why I think reviewing the past year is to acknowledge that many great moments actually happened. Those great moments are sitting in our phone. Quite often, when we get to the end of a year, we look back on that year and gauge its success on the things that we didn't get to, the challenges that we might have had. And that starts to maybe we're in a burnout, maybe we didn't get done the stuff that we wanted to get done, and we start to create this single word that's going on inside our head based on our challenges, based on the things we didn't get to, based on, this negativity. Lots of cool things happened. We've just seen it. You shared it with the people at your table. It's made you smile. It's really, really important to do. Now, on the next page of this workbook, I want you to think about this question up the top here. So the past year, 2023, what are 3 words that you're going to put in that box that defined your past year? 3 words. Drop them into that box. Exciting. Powerful. Did last year actually happen? What are the 3 words that are going to define your last 12 months, 2023? And who's got 3 words they'd like to share? All right.
My 3 words are freedom, opportunities, and motion.
Nice. Freedom, opportunity, emotion. Who else has got 3 words? All right. I'll go here first and then I'll run down the back.
Enjoyed life more.
Enjoyed life more. Nice. I like that. Now I've got to try and get down the back. Excuse me. All right, so we've got Fabe.
So I thought I'd make it really difficult for you.
That's all right. I like the challenge.
Good. Fun, new adventures, and family.
Fun, new adventures and family. All right. Anyone else want to share? Just one more? 3 words? Okay. How about both go? You go first.
Okay. Successful, happy, and challenging.
Successful, happy, challenging.
Was love, joy, and happiness.
Love, joy, and happiness. There's a lot of strong feelings in this room tonight. I want you to think about this next question. So again, we're looking back at 2023. If there was going to be a book or a movie that was made about your 2023, what would the title be? What was that? So try and think about it. If there was a book about 2023, what would it be? Try and think of a title and drop it in there. All right, and while we're in this space so that we keep moving, So we're thinking about our book title, our movie title. I think that's a really cool question. I really enjoy that question. But is there anything else that is sitting in 2023, and I'm not going to get into the weeds or the nitty-gritty of it tonight, and I'm not going to get anyone to share this, but I want you to think about this last question. Like, we've had a look at the wins of 2023, the things that are important to us. Is there anything from 2023 that we need to say goodbye to, that we need to let go of? Maybe it was a decision we made and we've been carrying around our shoulders. We all know if there's something that we're holding on to from last year that maybe we just need to put to bed once and for all. All I want you to do, in your writing, put it into this box here. And again, I'm not going to ask you to share. We'll all know if there's something we need to leave behind. So just grab a couple of minutes to think about that. And your movie title. So who's got a movie title they want to share? So what was that?
Oh, yes. Go, mate. Say it.
Share with the group. Come on, one.
No, mine is actually The Power of Me.
The Power of Me. That's a cool movie title. All right. We got Chris up the back.
It's a book title.
Book title?
Untamed. Untamed.
Untamed. That's a powerful book title. So has anyone else got a book title they want to share? All right. I'll get you on the way past.
What's next?
What's next? Awesome. Awesome. And then we've got over here to Sharon.
Never give up.
Never give up. Oh,
Taking the jump.
taking the jump. All right. Sounds like it's been a really fun 2023. I did this with a group of business owners over in the US earlier in January, and a guy made a comment that I thought was one of the coolest things I've heard as a response to that. And his book title was I'm Not Small. And I thought that is just so, so powerful. All right. Chapter 2. So that's 2023. We got our highlights. Any crap that's hanging around from 2023, we've written it down and we're saying goodbye to it. So let's look at the photos that have not yet been taken. So what does 2024 look like? Let's think about the photos that have not yet been taken. So based on the previous exercise that we went through, what does it set us up for getting right this year? I think it's really important to go through that process. Like, we always remember the year from the things we didn't get done. Now that we've got that refocus, what does it enable us for getting right this year? Maybe this year I'm going to build more skills, build some new skills. Maybe I'm going to work on some new skills. Maybe I'm going to teach other skills. These are just thought starters. There's the thought prompters. But I want you to think about this page here, the year ahead. Dare to dream big. So if we think about what we've just unpacked, what are we capable of in 2024? So think about this. We've identified those wins, the momentum. I want you to think about, now we can either be targeting December this year, or we could be fast forwarding to February 2025, and we're sitting at the first LinkedIn Locals event for next year. What do we want to have around us? What do we want to be surrounded by? What do we see? What's ideal? What's ideal and it's been achieved? And I don't want you to think about how, but what is it? What's, based on what we've just gone through and had a look at for last year, what's on the drawing board for 2024? So just grab some time. Treat this as a whiteboard. Treat it as just a blank piece of paper. These are just for your own notes to capture as to what we need to achieve in 2024? And once you've captured this, I want you to share one of those things. What is one of those things that's going to be ideal with your table? What's the best moment of 2024 going to look like? And again, don't think about how. What? What is it going to look like? It's a tough question, this one. If we asked most of us last week, it might have been that we're going to be $200 million richer when we won the lotto. But obviously that's changed. So once you got it, share it with the table. All right. So now I've got something that I'd like to ask everyone. Thank you, Rose. All right, now what I want to do now, so we've just had a conversation around the table. We've dared to dream big. Who heard something really cool at their table that wasn't what they were saying themselves? Who heard something really cool? Put your hand up and share it. All right.
Oh, someone said independence. It's a great.
Independence. All right. Okay. Who else heard something really good? Yep.
So, empowering dads to live a life by their design.
Nice. Empowering dads to live a life by their design. Awesome. By their design. All right. Who else heard something really cool? All right.
Authenticity and just being yourself and bringing, presenting you.
Okay. That's awesome. Anyone else? All right.
That I'm going to have an extremely successful year with my first run of production starting in March, and in December I'll be stepping onto a POB boat of 120 Antarctica cruise, and I'm going to do 28 days around Antarctica.
Wow.
That's where I'll be next December.
So can I ask, what's the first production? What is it?
It's
Or is it confidential?
no, it's also lift. It's a motorised garage storage lift. It's something I've been working on for 2 years.
Okay.
So I'll be doing going to market in March and starting production.
Awesome. Very cool. Okay. I'm going to get to, you hold the mic and talk right into it
Why?
because I didn't hear what you said down the back.
Oh, couldn't you? Sorry. My aim is I will be very successful this year because I'm going into production of my motorised garage storage lift in March. It's something I've been working on for 2 years. And with that run of production that I'm doing in sales and releasing Australian-wide New Zealand this year, this coming December, I'm going to be in Antarctica and doing a 28-day cruise that I've been planning to do. But I'm also going to do it on a small expedition boat of about 118 people. So you get lots of time on the ice, and I'm going to go see Happy Feet in person.
Awesome. Okay. So what I want to think about now, so we've got this ideal, we've got this, we're daring to think big, like 2024 is going to be absolutely awesome, we're going to smash it. But to make sure of this, I'll be working on what? So we've got this next slide, and we're nearly finished doing the paperwork. It's really important that we get through this process and we get your words down on this document. And again, we can rough it, come back and revisit it. We can watch the recording again on YouTube or on LinkedIn. So think about these 6 questions. And all I want you to do is to finish a sentence. So this year, I will not procrastinate anymore over what? You can just finish it with one word. You can put a couple of words there. This year, I will draw the most energy from who or where? This year, I will be bravest when what happens? This year, I will say yes when what? This year, I'll advise myself to what? I'm glad you're enjoying it. This year will be special for me because why? So just try and finish those sentences off, and I'll give you a few minutes to do this. The room's gone very quiet. All right, well, looks like most of us have smashed through that, which is pretty cool. So I've got a question. This year, I will not procrastinate any more over. Who wants to finish that sentence? No one?
Okay.
All right.
I'm not going to procrastinate anymore about getting organised and planning, because life's about plan your work, work your plan.
Beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. This year, I'll draw the most energy from where? Who's got an answer for that? I'm going to walk up the middle, I think. That was my answer. Me?
Me.
Nice one. All right. So this year, I'll be bravest when? Who's got an answer for that? Who wants to share? Okay. We got two.
Moving into New Zealand.
Moving to New Zealand.
Moving into
Into New Zealand. As in a new market? Nice. So I will be bravest when?
Taking imperfect action.
Taking imperfect action. I like that. Don't let perfection get in the way of progression. That's cool. Oh, sorry, I nearly walked into you. So I'll just ask one more. This year will be special for me because why? Who wants to answer that one? Come on. Someone.
Okay. So this year will be special for me because I'm going to be with my friends and I'm going to be living my best life.
Good girl.
I don't know what that is, but I'm going to work on it.
That's part of the journey.
But I'm going to be doing that.
All right. So I hope this is a pretty cool process to sit down and start thinking about this. So we're going to get moving. So chapter 3. So the people I care about will benefit. So I want you to think about this next page. So just let me get over to it. So who are the people that you care about the most that will also benefit from your success? They might have more money to enable something. You might have more time so that you can do something. There might be an element of scale that's going to enable both of the above. What I want you to think about is just have a read of this paragraph. So goals have two purposes. One's obvious, the other's less obvious. So what's obvious is a goal is something to strive for and to stretch us, to push our capability, to chase something that we haven't yet achieved. But more importantly, and it's also the less obvious, is the journey towards that goal. If we hadn't set that goal in the first place, I'm just going to wing it. You can read this, you can read it in your workbook, but there'll be people we don't get to meet if we hadn't set that goal. There'll be challenges that are in front of us if we hadn't set that goal. There'll be opportunities in front of us if we hadn't set that goal. So the journey is absolutely critical, and it's often the part that is overlooked. So I want you to think about, and again, I'm asking for words. I'm asking for you to, it's repetition, like let's get this locked and loaded. Pick a word to symbolise the year ahead. You can look at this word, you can put it on a post-it note, you can put it on your screensaver of your phone, but what is that word that is going to anchor you back to what we've just unpacked tonight? And drop it in this box here. Then when we're in this space and on this page, I want you to think of a secret wish. So a secret wish for 2024. And this is a secret wish. I'm not going to ask you to share it. But think about where you are today, what we've just unpacked, what our ideal 2024 is going to look like. What is your secret wish? And I really want you to unleash your mind. Think about what is the secret wish for 2024 and drop it in here. I don't care how crazy it is, how stretched it is, how personal it is. This is your secret wish. So just grab a minute and drop that down. Okay. So now we're on the last part. I don't know what's happened then. All right. So this is the final chapter. So on the next page of the workbook, this is the why. This is why this year will be my absolute best year. So this final exercise, and I like to frame it up this way. So professional golfers, they're known for visualising the shot before they take it. Then if you look at club golfers, they put their energy into focusing on where they don't want to hit it. So I want you to think about this page here. So there's 3 steps. So we're at the end of 2024. Whatever that secret wish is that you put down, it's happened. Forget about how, it's happened. So you've achieved that secret wish. So write a statement that describes what you've achieved, starting with these words. I've just achieved, that's your secret wish. So just drop your secret wish in there. And I'm feeling excited, empowered, whatever that is. Complete that sentence. Then visualise it. So we can close our eyes if we like, but visualise what life is like for you now that you've realised and achieved your goal. Describe it. You can describe it out loud if you like. I'm not going to force everyone to do that tonight. But think about that visualisation and capture some of the details that you visualised and drop it into that box. And then the final step is idealise. So describe how you're feeling about yourself, your life, and the people you care about now that you've achieved your secret wish. Now amp it up. What you're feeling by thinking about the recognition, the respect, or the thanks that you're going to get from others who are excited as well. So in this box here, describe how you feel about what you visualised, how others feel about what you've created. Because that secret wish, we are going to achieve that. We are going to create that. And then when you're finished, sign it. Put today's date, and then put that date in your diary. Might be LinkedIn Locals next year, I'm not sure, but you're going to come back to that and you're going to see what you've achieved. All right. I think this has stopped working on me. All right. So how do you feel about your story? What we just unpacked? I'm hoping you've all got an awesome story sitting in front of you and it's got you empowered, it's got you excited, it's got you pumping. So new stories create new possibilities. And if I could just ask you one quick question, what would be the biggest takeout that we've taken from today? Like, has anyone got something that's like, okay, this is pretty cool? Anyone got some BFOs out of today that they want to share? All right.
I really love that you've given us to dare to dream. So it's, they've given us permission to dream, and there's so many barriers that we put on ourselves and feel constrained in life and conditioned, and I thought this exercise was a beautiful one of dreaming.
Okay. Thank you. All right. Just got to squeeze past, sorry. Here you go, Rose.
Thanks, Chris. I love the part of the process where you get us to look back over 2023 and focus on what we have achieved. Often we do get caught up on focusing what's yet to achieve. And yes, we can be in the present right now, but when you actually rewind, you can achieve a lot. And we often overestimate what we can achieve in a short period of time, but underestimate what we can achieve over a long period of time. And when we look back at 2023, there's a lot in those phones and there's a lot in the memory. And yeah, we've got this.
Awesome. Thanks, Rose. All right. So we're here. We're at that point where I said at the start of the workshop that it's gone a little bit over 30 minutes, which I apologise for, Luke, but we'll get through this pretty quickly. So now that we're at a point of how do we stop tonight disappearing, and when we get to our office tomorrow, the phone, everything gets in the way. So the action steps to make today, what we just unpacked, tomorrow's reality. This clicker does not like me. And we're taking these action steps because we don't want these other news stories that are going to get in the way and potentially change what we've just unpacked. The next steps are to unleash our business, like our business and our individual as business owners are absolutely critical to enable that 2024 vision that we've got. So I've got a question. How would you feel? How will you feel when you achieve your 2024 goal that we've just unpacked there? It'd be pretty awesome, right? Give you goosebumps. Make the hairs on the back of your neck stand up. So unleash your business is the next steps. But I want to have a chat to you about this. So Luke, in fact, I'll backpedal. So the unleash your business, day one, we're focusing on the business owner. So we focus on you, everything about you. Because for our business to succeed, we need to succeed as business leaders. So that's what we're going to unpack. And then session 2 is around the business itself. So we do go through a little bit of a health check, exactly where we're at. We identify where money made is lost in business, and then we learn what the key action steps are, what are the key projects, and we come out with a plan at the other end of it. So what I wanted to get to is LinkedIn Locals, what Luke does, what B2B Sunshine Coast does, like they give a lot. So I thought tonight, what can I do to give back? What is something that is going to make some sort of difference to potentially one business owner tonight? So I'm putting forward a scholarship. So this scholarship with the Accountable Boardroom Emerald program is a 12-month program and it's valued at $13,160. So that's right, it's a scholarship and it's valued at just over $13,000. What I'm doing is putting forward an opportunity for someone here tonight to grab that scholarship. Now, there are some steps that we need to take. So to qualify for it, all you need to do is scan the QR code, book into the Unleash Your Business Masterclass. Then you need to turn up. You need to go through the process. You need to be engaged in it. Then at the end of that session, book in a 20-minute, I call it a traction chat, which is where we have to think, okay, so this is the plan. How do we get that put in place? So you need to book that and turn up. Then anyone who's here tonight, and if you do scan the QR code, check the box that says you found out about it at LinkedIn Locals. Everyone who follows this step, regardless of whether you think it's such an awesome idea and we unpack some great opportunities and you sign up to be a client, not that that's the end goal for it or the intention, but it does create clients for me, obviously. Even if you're in that space, you'll get credited back the value of the scholarship. So I do urge you just to scan this code, have a look at it over the next 24 hours, because this offer is open until close of business tomorrow, which is my birthday tomorrow, by the way. I wasn't going to say anything about that, but it's my birthday tomorrow. Thank you. But this is a great opportunity. And like this scholarship, it changes businesses. I've got some clients here. We work through this process and it really does shift the opportunity in the business. And that helps us achieve that 2024 goal. So why we're doing this? It's all about to play a bigger game because we are better than what we think. So there's never been a better time than now to unleash your business, grab your spot, have a look at it, book in by tomorrow, 5 o'clock tomorrow. And it's going to be a big year. And thank you so much for this opportunity. And I apologise I went a bit late. Thanks, guys.